Hey guys, it's Nesta. We're back with another tour. Today we're in Barrari, an exclusive, gated community in Dubai we haven't been to before. Now right behind me is a brand new, freshly renovated mansion by BCI. And today we're going to be taking you through all the stunning details and amazing features that we have on the inside and out. So without further ado, let's just begin this tour. So we'll start the tour on the exterior of the property, and from here you just get a feeling of the scale of the home by the size of me. As we look at the exterior, you see as that smooth white stucco contrasted by the darker details like the door and the tinted windows. You'll also see it on the marble underneath the 4-tier landscaping just by the front entrance. Now if you want to follow me, our first stop out here is the automated garage. Now we've got a composite flooring throughout with space for 3 cars in here. Now you also get a sneak peek of the design in the home, as you've got the travertine wall with the brass bars in front. You also have direct access into the home, and back here there are these small little cupboards which I thought were a great place to store like keys and stuff like that. Now if we continue up the driveway, you'll see how as you come up there's this small little motor court which wraps all the way down. Also you'll notice how much they've invested, you'll see it throughout the property, how much they've invested in the landscaping and how beautiful it is. Now on the other side of the driveway is the covered parking spaces, which you have the entrance to the side walkway towards the backyard down that side. Now coming up to the front of the home, just by the scale of me, you can see the size of this door. Now this is a pivot door which is fully automated, so with a pin or your fingerprint you can get access to the home, and just with the push of a little finger the door swings open. Now for me this is mind-boggling, how something this big, I mean it's solid as well, how it can open so easily. Now as we come into the lobby, those ceilings open up. As we look up, you've got the viewing balcony above, and you'll start to notice different materials that we'll have throughout the home. So we've got wood cladding this wall with this table made out of marble called Rosa Flamento. I'm gonna have to keep reminding myself how to say that, it's pretty difficult. I kept saying flamingo earlier, which is pretty funny. Anyway, you've got this mirror lining this whole wall here, extending this space even further. From here as well, you've got the doors leading into the service quarters. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our way around, and we're going to finish up right back here. Now, before we continue the tour, I wanted to talk a little bit about the specs of the home. So this is a 7-bedroom, 11.5 bathroom home with a 21,600 square foot built up area. It's currently on the market for 88 million dirhams, around $24 million. It's recently been completed by BCI and is listed by Jan from Freyer Wealth. So if you're interested in purchasing it, we'll leave his details in the description down below. Now, in essence, this home has 2 wings. We're going to explore both, but the first thing that catches your eye is the formal lounge at the back, because you can see the pool in the backyard. Now, on the entrance to the formal lounge, you have these sliding doors, and you can feel the quality, just how easily they slide open. And you have that ribbed glass, so you get that privacy, but it allows that natural light to fill through. Now, as we come in, you can really feel the space of this room, especially with those 4.2 meter high ceilings. Now, throughout the home, you're going to see a lot of different textures. For example, at the back wall here, you'll see the wood with those ribbed little panels in between. In the center of the room is this huge seating areas. I love the color tones that they've used with that red as well, and that coffee table in the center. Obviously, looking behind me is the main feature, which is the backyard. Now, it feels so enticing. We're actually going to get there really shortly. Now, on the other, you'll see even more materials. So you've got the Patagonia marble custom-made TV wall with the TV built flush into it. You'll see 4 different types of marble throughout this home. That's not including the travertine that we have throughout all the floors. You'll also see how the travertine has been book matched even down the length of this whole corridor, which is actually a really difficult thing to do. Now from here, I want to keep telling you guys where we are as well, because getting your orientation is a little bit difficult. So from here, we've got the entrance into the formal lounge and kitchen, which we're going to get to later. We're going to continue on through this way. So we have 2 entries here. You've got the corridor and the entrance to the central piece of the home, which is this lounge area, which as you come in, it totally changes the vibe. You feel like you're in a different escape. I mean, they've used outdoor materials out here. Like you'll see the desert stones surrounding us and this decking. I mean, this feels like an outdoor space inside. We'll see the seating in the center, the coffee table with the huge chandelier hanging down in the center. You'll see it also has that leaf design, which goes with that outdoor theme. Now, as we move across, you'll see the corridor which leads to the other side of the wing. On one side, you actually have these windows which look into that central area. Now, our first stop is the powder room. You'll see the floating vanity has been made out of that same Patagonia marble we saw in the formal lounge, custom built sink, the Jessie sanitary above, and the mirror lining this whole wall, extending this space with a little bit of storage on the side. As we continue down the corridor, we come across the elevator, which stretches all the way from the ground floor up to the rooftop with the staircase wrapping around it. Now, before we carry on, our first stop is the first guest bedroom, which is on the ground floor, looking out onto the front of the property. Now, this home is fully automated, so with the touch of an iPad, you can control things like the lights, the curtains, but you can also do it with the touchpads that you have in every room. So you can press this button and you can, for example, close these shades to get a bit of extra privacy because you're on the ground floor. Now, in the bedroom, you've got the bed on this side with the felt lining the wall, those mirrors either side, extending this space even further. At the back of the room, you have this storage, these glass cabinets, again having that same effect as those mirrors, extending this space a little bit further. If you open it up, that recessed lighting turns on. I mean, even the inside has been lined with wood. I mean, such a beautiful design. On the opposite side is the ensuite bathroom. We go by a coconut cloud chair. You've seen these in our previous tours. This is a throwback to some of the tours that we did before. But in here, you'll notice a new marble. This is called Ice Connect. It has those green tints to it. Now this is lining the whole countertop of the vanity, stretching across this whole back wall, custom built sink in between, and the brass detail on the shelf underneath those wooden drawers, which are pushed to open. Also, with that mirror in the back, I mean, this ensuite bathroom feels huge. At the back is the walk-in shower. Got a glass door on the entry. You come in, it's wrapped in travertine with custom shampoonage on the side and the huge rain head above. Now let's continue with the rest of the wing. We go by the elevator and come to this part, which has 3 different entries. So the first one is at the bottom of the staircase, which you can see stretches all the way up to the rooftop. There's a small marble block on the side next to the door leading into the first part of the basement, which is the storage and laundry area. You'll see the storage lining the whole entry wall here, just like over these cabinets with these countertops. You'll also see a sink built into that countertop, and of course the washer dry combo at the back. Now, next to the first part of the basement is the second guest bedroom. Now, this one is kind of separate to the home. So through the side entrance that we saw by the covered parking spaces, there's actually private access through these doors. So you kind of have that privacy if you're staying here with someone. Now, in this bedroom, you've got the transition from the travertine onto the wooden floors. At the back of the room is the bed setup. You'll see the felt matching the felt on the bedsit in the front and the rib design on the wood either side. You'll also notice from here as well how this home, as I said, it's been fully automated, but you actually have surround sound speakers built into the ceilings of this home. Now that's great if you want to connect it to your TV, as this bed is looking onto the TV mounted on the back wall with the custom made travertine shelf underneath. Now we're going into the walk-in closet. You've got wood lining this wall here, giving it a different texture, with the walk-in closet at the back, which also has that window bringing in that natural light. At the back of the room is the ensuite bathroom. Again, that Ice Connect marble on the vanity with the wood underneath. You can open up these panels here with these shelves on the side with those brass details around the edges. We've got an oval mirror up above in front, and again, that Jessie sanitary. And at the back is the full ensuite shower, wrapped in travertine. You've got the glass door on the entry and the custom made shampoonage. Now coming back out the bedroom, we're finally going into the other wing of the home. We go by that central lounge and come in to the office area, which has so much space. It's not confined as you usually see, so you can actually spend time working from home and it doesn't feel like you're in sort of that small office. Now there's a couple of spaces in here as well, which you can go from working to relaxing. You come into the lounge, which has this seating with a coffee table in front, looking onto the TV mounted on this custom made back wall. You'll see different elements like the reflective glass and the wooden cabinets here on the side, which have that recessed lighting that turns on as you come on. Now on the opposite, we also have wood, but it's been created in that wainscoting design. You'll see that in high luxury homes with a glass sliding door at the back, which gives you direct access to the side of the property. Now the office area, as I said, so much space. You have those 4.2 meter high ceilings, the office setup here in the middle with that rosa flamenco of marble, which matches the henge lighting above that looks like it's kind of a backlit onyx. You'll see lining this whole back wall as well, the cabinets made of wood with brass details as well. Now from here, I wanted to take you guys directly outside. I mean, it's been calling to us. We've been in 2 rooms already, and I mean, it looks beautiful out here. So these glass sliding doors, they open up fully, and as soon as you come out, the first thing you hear is the sound of that water feature. And the pool is the highlight feature of the backyard. What I love is how they've used those suka bommy tiles. They're probably my favorite type of tiles because they don't stick out in your face that much. And I've noticed that has become a really fashionable trend recently with these luxury properties. Now in front of the pool, on this side, you've got the sunken fire pit with the cushioned seating. You can also see from there how it has the glass panel looking into the pool itself. Now this side of the home, this is sort of for lounging and relaxing. You've got a water feature here again, creating that tranquil atmosphere next to the outdoor lounge with this seating surrounding this stone coffee table in the center. But what this table is, this is actually a fire pit as well. What they've also done is they've put black marble on the wall behind me so it contrasts against that white stucco of the home. Now as we come across, you can see that the whole backyard has been paved in stone tiles all the way down, and surrounding us there's so much landscaping, giving this home that privacy that it deserves. Now at the bottom of the pool is the jacuzzi that's actually been built into the pool. I mean, this is such a cool feature. I wish I could get in there right now, and especially with the sound of that fountain trickling in. I mean, it must be such a good spot to relax. You can also see these stairs that lead down directly into the pool. Now, as you guys know who watch my channel, my favorite part of the backyard is the barbecue area, because I love to have people over. And this is all underneath this pergola, which protects you from the sun. Right next to the pool, you've got the dining table, which seats 10, and a bar with 4 high chairs right at the front. Again, those same materials on the chairs like we do on the dining table. Now this bar is fully kitted out. If you want to come a little bit closer, you can see. So we've got the sink with storage underneath, you've got fridges, and right at the back is the Barrari barbecue. Now right next to the barbecue area is something that I always say is essential in a backyard. First, you've got the outdoor shower, but in here, there is a small water closet where you've got a floating vanity and the water closet at the back. And this is also fully AC'd. Right behind you is the walkway which leads to the front of the property. You also have an entrance into the service area, which you're going to see in just a second. But this whole area is created for entertaining. If you have these doors open right here, you can have the indoor and outdoor spaces connected. Our first space is the lounge area. You've got the seating wrapping around with the chandelier above the coffee table, and you can see how they've used these same color tones that we saw in the formal lounge, and especially with our third marble of the day. This is a Rosa Flamenco. Again, this is a custom built wall with the TV built in and an actual fireplace underneath as well. Now, we saw the central hub in the middle of the home. We have another one of these. Now, they've created this faux Zen garden with the landscaping in the middle. You'll see the desert stones like we saw in that central hub. Now, through here, we actually have a skylight at the top, bringing in natural light. And as it's white walls all around, it reflects that light through all these spaces. Now, if everybody wants to follow me, our next space is the breakfast area. So you've got a dining table which seats 8. You've got this chandelier hanging down as well. And what's great about this is how we're wrapped in these glass sliding doors. You actually have a view onto that beautiful landscaping down the side of the property. At the back is the show kitchen stretching along this whole back wall, and there are so many features, like you'll see the wine cooler right here and the push to open cabinets where we have that recessed lighting that turns on as you open it. Now, the countertops is the fourth marble that we're seeing throughout the home. This is Calcutta marble. They've built custom sinks and even wrapping around the backsplash as well. You'll see it as well on the island. We also have a dishwasher right here. And if you remember, I spoke about home automation. This is the iPad that controls everything throughout the whole home. If we move along, we've got the espresso machine and coffee maker, microwave and convection oven underneath. Now, all the appliances in here are Miele, just like the push to open fridge freezer combo. So you see them on both sides. Now, on the island is the Miele induction cooktop with the extraction fan above. Now, this extraction fan has its own separate air filtration system, so everything that it sucks up, it goes directly outside. It's not mixed with the AC and pushed throughout the rest of the home. Now, I love the design of this island, how it has 2 levels, especially in those different kind of textures. You've got the wood that's elevated, and with the breakfast chairs at the front, it's great, so you don't have to bang your knees if you're eating breakfast there. And I mean from here as well, once you're looking through that faux landscaping in the center onto the backyard with the ripples on the water, I mean, it's such a great spot to be cooking. Now, right behind me is the formal dining area. You can see we've come full circle. Now, you've got 2 entrances in here from the formal dining over there, or you can come in through here. Now, at the back is the Patagonia marble on the back wall, lining the shelving with the wood cladding the walls either side. You'll also see how they have different textures on that marble where they have this rib design. This is actually cut with water jets. In the center is the formal dining table, which seats 10. Above, you'll see the brass chandelier with those brass details that we've seen already throughout the home. Now, right next to the show kitchen and dining room is the service kitchen. Now, you've got storage lining the walls either side. On the entry is a dual fridge freezer combo, just like we had in the show kitchen. All the appliances in here are Siemens, so you've got the induction cooktop, convection oven underneath, and the extractor fan above. You'll see the marble countertops with the sink built in, and right at the back is the lounge area for the service staff with an exit into the backyard. Now, if you want to follow me back around, we've nearly gone full circle all the way into the lobby. Now, this door here leads into some storage in the back. And as we saw at the start of the tour, this is the door to the garage. Now, a really cool feature that we have on the ground floor, where it's not actually on the ground floor. If you want to follow me this way, through this little door, it's like a little secret kind of cave downstairs. As we head down, I was not expecting to find this in this home. You've got your very own movie theater, and I mean, this is stunning. You've got carpet throughout, 2 levels of seating. On the back wall, there's this padded felt which absorbs the sound, and on either wall, there's wood lining the walls. Now, of course, no cinema would be equipped without a fully reclining automatic chair. I mean, to be honest, I could actually just sit here for the rest of the tour. Is Marco here? Can he do the rest of the tour? Well, anyway, let's continue. At the back of the room, of course, you have to have a popcorn machine. So this is a small little wet kitchen with a Patagonia marble countertop. And underneath you also have a little fridge as well, which is essential down here. Now, as we go along as well, you'll see that the Patagonia marble has been matched on the countertops underneath the screen. And our final feature, which is the powder room downstairs. You've got cabinets lining the wall on the entry and an Antonio Lupi basin. It's got Jessie sanitary above, and at the back is the water closet wrapped in travertine. Now at the top of the stairs, you can see that we've finally come full circle. We're back in the lobby. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head to the elevator and we'll start exploring the bedrooms on the first floor. So we come out of the elevator onto the first floor. So up here, you've got just the bedrooms. There's this corridor which connects the 2 wings of the home. So on one side, you've got just the primary bedroom, and the other is all the other ones. With this corridor, you actually have these windows here which look into that central part of the home, which I'll show you as we go back across. Now, the primary bedroom has 2 entrances. You can see from here, we're at the top of the stairs with that statue down here. But the 2 entrances you've got directly into the bedroom, or we're going to take you through this way, as when you come home, I feel that you go straight into the walk-in wardrobe so you can take your clothes off after a long, hard day. You've got a little seating area here just as you come in. At the back in the walk-in wardrobe, you've got a vanity on the entry. So as you come home, you take your stuff off, put it away. You've got storage at the back with the exit onto a little balcony which looks out onto the front of the property, with just above the garage at the front of the home. Now, the next thing you do when you come home, you've taken your clothes off, you want to have a shower. So you come into the ensuite bathroom. Now this is gorgeous. You've got the travertine floors which are book matched. You've got the dual vanity here, also made out of travertine. You can see the different textures, how it has that rib design on the bottom, and the custom made sinks here at the back with that waterfall edge so you don't see that drain. On one side, you have some brass shelving with the stand-alone bathtub. You'll see the Jessie sinks at the back and a brass shelf. On the opposite side is the water closet and walk-in shower that are covered in this sort of bronze-stained glass. Now in here as well, it's also wrapped in travertine. You have that huge rain head above. Different textures as well on the walls. You'll see that rib design with the custom-made shampoonage at the back. So if we continue the tour, as this is the primary bedroom, you have 2 walk-in wardrobes, one for him, one for her. This one is the his one, as in my opinion, that one's got the vanity table on the other side. Now in the his, there's actually even more storage, so you never know which one it is. But in the center, we've got this island here. There's so much storage throughout. As you open the drawers as well, there's all these little compartments. Now in between is a mirror, which has mirror on both sides with a vanity chair on the other. Again, so much storage. If you look at the back, you've got the tinted glass windows, and as you open them up, that recessed lighting comes on. Even when you open these drawers up, they've got all these little compartments. I love this design. Now, if you follow me this way as well, what's a really cool feature is that they have this security room that's hidden into this ribbed wooden wall. As you open it up here, there's all that storage at the back. Now, you may have noticed that once we came into the primary bedroom, there's a transition from the travertine floors onto the wooden floors in the herringbone design, which really gives a warmer touch to the room. Now there's so much space in the room with so many little different sections. Firstly, at the back here, we've got a small wet kitchen. You'll see the same marble that we saw in the downstairs living room with the shelving above. You've even got a little refrigerator up here. Also with that same marble is the desk setup, that huge mirror above and the travertine in behind. At the back of the room is the bed setup. Again, you'll see different textures along the walls, like the smooth felt, the brass in between, and the wooden details on the side. In front is the upstairs primary lounge with a small sofa here and the coffee table all looking onto the TV mounted on the back wall. And what's great from here is how there's so much greenery and you're looking down onto the pool. You can even open these doors up with a small little Juliet balcony so you can hear the sound of the water feature in the pool. Now, if we continue the tour, you can see I've come out of the bedroom entrance of the primary bedroom. We go down the corridor past the elevator. You'll see from here as well those windows looking into that central seating of the home, and you can really see the details of that chandelier hanging down in the center. Now, opposite is what may look like storage, but as we open it up, we see that these are these wooden doors covering the electrical compartments. Now, I know you guys have told us to show you the technical side of a home when we're touring it. Now, in the middle of the home is the viewing balcony with a small little seating here. You can see down onto the foyer where we came in, and with that huge window, it brings in so much natural light into the home. You'll also see right there is the chandelier in the center. Now, if you follow me this way, we're going to go towards the family lounge. Now, there's a couple of different entrances. So the first one is into the pantry. You'll see all these storage all around. The next one is the powder room up here. Now, this is wrapped in travertine. You'll see the floating vanity, which is built flush into that travertine like it's a part of it. A small wooden shelf underneath to match the door on the entry. You've got the mirror above and the water closet at the back. Now, if we continue into the family lounge, you firstly got a little breakfast dining table here, which seats 6 with some storage to the side. And opposite that is the lounge area. Got this L-shaped settee with a custom marble coffee table in the center, all looking onto this TV built flush into this custom made back wall, which has the different elements like the brass and the wood. Now, follow me this way, you'll also see from here that we've got the same type of door that we saw in the formal lounge downstairs. So you can close this family section off if you'd like to. I mean, these doors, you can feel the quality, how smoothly they slide over. Now, the final door in this section of the home is the next guest bedroom. Again, a transition onto the wooden floors from that travertine. And as soon as you come in, you've got storage lining the whole side wall where you have the tinted glass and wooden doors. You'll see as we open them up, you have the custom made shoe shelving as well with that recessed lighting again that comes on. Now, as we come into the bedroom, you can see how much natural light there is. And what I want to do is, just so you guys can experience it, I want to open all these doors up so you can have that feeling of what it's like to be in this bedroom. And especially now, as it's coming to October, the weather is getting a lot better now. It's actually livable now outside in Dubai. But as we come out from here, you can see how the terrace stretches along the side here, connecting the family lounge as well. And from here, we look down the length of the backyard. You've got the fire pit, that water feature in the pool. I mean, from here, it looks super enticing just to jump in, although I wouldn't, not from this height, I don't think. Now, anyway, we come back into the bedroom. You've got the divider wall that separates the closet and the bedroom. On one side, there's a vanity with Patagonia marble on top. On the other is the TV built into the wall with the travertine table underneath. At the back of the room is the bed setup. You'll see how it has the cushioned headboard with the recessed lighting in behind, making it look like it's floating. Now, that felt matches the bed sit in the front. At the back of the room is the ensuite bathroom with, again, Patagonia marble vanity on top. You can see the custom made sink in between and the huge mirror above. And at the back is the walk-in shower, which also has a window that has that frosty effect, bringing in more light into this ensuite bathroom. Now, as we come out of this bedroom, I still want you to get to your orientation. So this is coming in from the family lounge at the back. We come down these steps into the viewing balcony where you're looking down into the foyer. We're going to the next two bedrooms. So the first one here, you've got storage or the walk-through wardrobe. You'll see the cabinets lining the walls. These glass cabinet doors open up, shelving underneath. And I keep mentioning, but I love these little brass details in between. Now in this room, there's a super unique feature. So in front of this desk setup, which has the black marble, the drawers underneath and the shelving to the side, you actually have two windows which look into that central pillar, which has the faux landscaping at the bottom in between the show kitchen and living area. And what's great about this is because it has a skylight, the light comes in, shines along the walls and brings even more into this room. Now on the opposite side is the bed setup. You've got the felt and wood on that headboard and the felt matching that bed sit in the front. Also behind you, there's an exit to a balcony which wraps around the side and front of the home, connecting these next two bedrooms, which I'll show you as we head into the other one. At the back of the room is the ensuite bathroom. You've got the floating vanity on the entry, drawers underneath which are pushed to open, custom built sink into that Patagonia marble, and the mirror lining this whole wall, which extends this space even more. Also at the back of the room is the ensuite shower with that window bringing in more of that natural light. Coming out of the bedroom opposite us, we have a door leading into some more storage. I think this is a perfect kind of spot where you put your empty suitcases and stuff like that. Now the penultimate bedroom of the first floor, you've got this little entry area leading into the ensuite bathroom. Here we've got a vanity with that Rosa Flamenco marble, the custom made sink and that huge mirror above. And at the back is the walk-in shower with that huge rain head. Now the bedroom is divided into two sections. So on one side, we've got the lounge and office area. At the back here, you'll see these similar desk setups that we saw in the previous bedroom with these shelves mounted on that black marble countertop stretching along this whole back wall. The lounge area has this little seating looking onto the TV built into the divider wall between these two sections with the custom made travertine countertop underneath. Now in the bedroom itself, you can see how much natural light there's coming in here. And from me personally, this is probably one of my favorite views as you're looking onto all this greenery in the back. And the bed setup is built into the divider wall. You've got the backboard with the combination of the ribbed wood and felt, which matches the bed sit in the front. On the back wall is the cabinets with the glass panel doors in front. Now, as I said, I would open this one up just again so you could see what the vibe is like here. We've got a little seating in front, perfect spot to enjoy a little coffee in the morning. And as I spoke about the architectural lines of the home at the start of the video, you can see that huge bit of cutout, how it's been made. You can see how it's been aligned with that marble. I mean, this is such a cool feature. Now let's head back to the stairs. We'll go to the last bedroom and finally start exploring the rooftop. So as you can see, we've come back, we're just by the elevator and the staircase. This is the final bedroom of the home. And if you may have noticed, downstairs, we had one underneath it. So we've got two identical bedrooms right by the staircase. As you come in, the room is divided into two. You've got a small little vanity on one side and the bedroom on the other. Behind the bed, you've got the felt padded back wall. And if you look around the edges, you've got that brass trim and the recessed lighting in behind, so it looks like it's kind of floating with the wood details on the side. This is all looking onto the TV built into that divider wall. Now at the back of the room is the walk-in closet and ensuite bathroom, which is wrapped in travertine and has the full walk-in shower. Now coming out of the bedroom, I wanted to show you the staircase a little bit, especially from the top. As you look down, there is an incredible view onto the bottom. Now the rooftop has some of the best goodies of the home, which I'm super excited to show you about. As you come up, similar to downstairs, there's a corridor stretching down the length. There's two entrances here leading in towards the goodies, but I want to take you through to these service quarters first. So as we come in here, there is a small wet kitchen with the sink built into it, storage all around, and two bedrooms. So the first one, if you want to come in with me, you've got the ensuite bathroom on the entrance. Now this is wrapped in travertine as well. This is probably the bougiest kind of ensuite bathroom I've seen in a service quarter, especially how it has that smoky glass panel separating the walk-in shower. At the back, you've got storage, two bunk beds, and the TV mounted onto that wall. The other bedroom next to us also has a bunk bed with the TV mounted on the back wall and that full ensuite shower. Also behind you, there's an exit onto the terrace where you have all of the ACs and stuff. So, I mean, it's got a bit of space out there, but not to do your yoga because it's a bit noisy. Now, I'm not going to take you through this door. Let's start with this one here first. So this is a pivot door which leads into your very own training center. So this has not been fitted out right now, but you can tell this is the gym. Just when you step in it, you can feel that there's a softness to the floors. You've got the TV built into the TV setup on that side with the reflective mirrors. Right behind you, there's an exit onto the rooftop terrace, which I'm going to show you a little bit later on. And at the back here is a full ensuite bathroom with a standalone travertine basin and a full walk-in shower at the back. Now, the design and flow of this rooftop is that you start here, so once you've trained, you go into the relaxation part of the rooftop. So this is enclosed by this pocket door that you have right here. You can choose as you come out either to sit in this really cool chair on the side or go straight into the cigar room. Now this can also be enclosed with these sliding doors like we saw downstairs with those brass trims on the edges. Now, as you come in, you've got a little seating area, a humidor on the side, all looking onto the TV built into this custom TV wall. And if you look around it, this is all backlit onyx. You even have a fireplace and a wine cooler off to the side. And what cigar room wouldn't be fit without a poster of Pablo Escobar? Now, as you come out here, there's a little bar area with a high table, some high chairs with a custom-made cabinet, travertine countertops. Now is the best part of the rooftop. It's the relaxation spot. Our first little corridor here leads towards the hair salon. On the way is the half bathroom. You've got a travertine standalone vanity with the water closet in right behind. But the hair salon is fully equipped, wrapped in travertine as well. You've got the seat to wash your hair, place to cut your hair as well with a custom-made countertop on the side. Now coming out here is something I've dreamed of having in my own home. It's your very own sauna. Usually after I go training, I look at it straight in the sauna. So here you open it up, it's wrapped in wood. So much space in there as well with these smoky glass doors on the entry. On the next door is the hammam, and they have with the mosaic tiles, which are slightly reflective as well, which gives a cool little effect. And straight after the sauna or hammam, you have your very own plunge pool up here on this elevated platform. I mean, that water is ice cold. I actually did an ice bath for the first time a couple of months back, and I managed to do 7 minutes, which I heard is pretty good. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments if that's good or if you've done better. At the back here is your very own jacuzzi, and I love how they've used that green marble to keep with that Zen spa feeling, like you're in a garden, even with this landscaping surrounding us. Next, after the plunge pool, is the shower. You've got the jewel rain heads above all this space, and after you've been washed down, something I've never dreamed really of having in my home, but I wouldn't mind, is your very own massage room with a massage bed in the center, wrapped in travertine. You can see these speakers above so they can put that tranquil music through. At the back is the floating vanity, and again you'll see that rosa flamenco marble with the sink standing atop of that countertop. Now what's great up here is how this whole corridor has those floor to ceiling glass sliding doors. Once you open them up, you come outside, just outside of the hair salon, and you have all these spaces now interconnected with a little bit of seating at the bottom and your very own rooftop terrace. And I mean, just coming out here, it feels so tranquil. You can even hear the sound of that water feature in the pool all the way up here on the second floor. And you're surrounded by all this greenery. It makes you forget that we are in Dubai. You can see the Dubai skyline in the background and the iconic Burj Khalifa sticking out in that concrete jungle. Now, unfortunately, that brings us to the end of our tour. I mean, our first visit to Al Barrari has been incredible. I hope we do a lot more villas here. Now, I also hope that you guys enjoyed this tour as much as we enjoyed touring it for you. If you did, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so you know when the latest video has been released. Now that the sun is setting, I'm going to try and convince the owner to have a go in the sauna. Most likely not, but may as well try. I'll see you guys in the next tour.